wants to
Oh,
visit.
yep. Yes,
Yeah, so
yes.
Veda Bharati, he gave me this work to create a yoga foundation properly and give a yoga in Rishikesh a proper, like a prestigious and research work, exactly the way yoga should be done with this whole drama. And here I am colliding this this Vigyan Bharatantra, which is my expertise, and bringing Guru Gorakhnath together and creating a module for trainings, 50 hours, 100 hours, 200 hours, creating a systematic module so the people can be trained properly. And I should train like 20. He also asked me to teach. So to create more teachers, nice teachers, and giving proper module and giving a yoga foundation, which I was working since Sanatan Yoga Vidya Kendra, but he asked me to do yoga foundation, a new foundation for this in Rishikesh. It's a great work. Don't think it's a small work. It's a very great work. This is going to influence millions of people and change the whole format of yoga practicing. Yeah, this is a great. I don't know how I will do it, but I need to do it. This is assignment. This is how they do. No, these gurus do it, and how to do it, how not to do it, where to go, to whom to meet, and so many problems. Just do it. No, like this is how my life has been. Go there, do it. No ticket, no money, no recommendation, nobody you know, not a single person you can think who will help you and how it will happen. This is how it goes. This is our learning life. Do it. So I will be doing it, and this is really a great work. You can compile and come together, and we will also communicate with authorities of Shivananda tradition that support by the blessings of them, Yoga Bharati, Himalayan Yoga tradition, and also Vigyan Bhairav Tantra, which we will be supported by Jivan Rastogi, who has got which award he got the award, no? Indian, very high award. It's given to for the contribution of India.
In the commentary I'm reading right now of the Hatha Yoga Pradipika, it has reference to the Vigyan Bhairava, like the commentary. They reference.
Also, Muktananda has also worked on this. You can find some of the Muktananda. Maharshi Mahesh Yogi, for sure, he is the only follower of this Vigyan Bhairav Tantra, and he was directly taught by Swami Lakshmanju. And they are mother scholars, and I am anyway. I'm here in the same lineage, initiated by same lineage. I am here by Prabha Devi. So we will do it. And also I'm blessed by Swami Veda Bharati, Himalayan yoga traditions, and other Himalayan yogis. So let's combine them both together. And here we are working on Amrit bija, the seeds of immortality, which by experience that each individual of us carries a seed of immortality inside of us. It's our way to decipher it, to see it. And also working on the death, causes of death and death, whether we can play around it. In that, if we are developing a community where thousands or hundreds of people are living, and we are creating a kind of religion, a belief system about the thing. So I find out that all the rituals which is happening before death or even after death, a reverence to ancestor is a must to die in peace. Two ways you can die in peace, in which I found all the rituals are connected, that there is an essential point that person is having either the lineage, like in a Guru Parampara, this Guru, that Guru, that Guru lineage. A reverence to lineage in the knowledge helps. And same way, if you are a Grihast, not a Sannyasin, then this your ancestral way works. As a therapeutic point of view, my experience has been in family constellation therapy. Family constellation therapy is based on the idea that the psyche in the family never dies. Like suppose there has been great grandfather, a story will continue of his psychology in a certain point of your grandfather, your father, lineage. So the psychology is not dying in ancestral lineage. So when I did meditation, and you can address to any your habit or any problems which is appearing, coming through your ancestral constellations, father, forefather, great father, or 7 generations. So when I did the last meditation, the woman who was guiding the therapist, and the last meditation, we were sitting here and imagining that our ancestors of all the generations are standing behind me. So we have an awareness and confidence in our life, if you will notice, that we can face something coming from forward. Something we can apprehend, we can see, so something coming from future to us, to coming to us, or we are moving towards the future. So you can easily handle things which is coming in front of you. But you are not confident if somebody is backbiting, some conspiracy happening from your behind, the back. Some people are planning to pull your leg. No, something there you are not confident. Because, and if we develop awareness in practice, we are always develop awareness in practice in front, not the back. So if you sit in meditation, you are more aware of the front of your body, not the back of your body. So if you reverse that, it gives us a fear of something can come from behind, which we are not aware. So this reverence to ancestors and these rituals suddenly gives you a strength. Nothing can come from behind. They are there. No, like a small child is sitting and the papa is behind. And forward he is seeing. So not to be afraid from the backbiting, you can move forward in your life. That's what happens safe. So before death rituals, it helps, and also as a therapy also it's helping. You know, like person doesn't have a confidence in the self, then he gets 50% confidence. And also in meditation, when you sit, you start to be aware of the back of your body. Like breath coming, you observe belly rising, belly, no, breath coming, observe chest rising, back behind, lower back rising, expanding from behind, and then your meditation will be completed in a meditative way to balance it. And then your fear, like if you initiate a project, you fear, oh, somebody will come and destroy it. No, a fear that it can be destroyed by somebody else powerful behind me, or some can do something harm from behind me. That's where it helps psychologically and also meditatively. So, and if pulse of wisdom, if you're forming any community, any religion, even in a cyberspace, so this is a very important, vital point, and to study the people who died without any reverence to ancestors, or is there anything where people dying and they don't have reverence for ancestors? And people dying who have reverence for reverence for their ancestors, they will die in 2 different states of mind. What happened again to Hindu rituals? Same. When my mother died, I went through this 13 days rituals of living like a sannyasi, wearing one just dhoti, not clothes, eating once a day, and doing all the rituals for the mother. In all the rituals, psychologically, first of all, my attachment to mother was slowly, they destroyed, diminished. The ritual was the first day after the death, I worship, make something like rituals, burn a candle, put a water, and smash it. Death rituals, like you don't worship forever. So mother there, Their mantra came, Pandit there, I did some rituals and I smashed it. I started from the end of the corner of the house. And in 10 days, every day I will take one step forward towards the door. At the end of the day, I will do the same ritual out of the door at the street, kind of out of the house. And that's where slowly, my attachment to my mother, and then so no, now she died out of the house. So each rituals we are doing and destroying, we do argya like this, no offering to Vishnu or Bhagwan like this. Here, person died, you do opposite inside. So all rituals are just opposite. You are east, now you are facing towards west, now towards the south. So, and then preparing all the rituals was there, remembering all the ancestors, all the family members, and going to 13 days and being with these dead people also, they are communicating or dreaming, no? You are in a strange kind of world while you are, and eating only one day and whole 24 hours you are remembering your mother who has died. So in a way, you live in a very strange world for 12 days, you know, and listening voices from the person who are dead. So you are living in a kind of a dead world, no? And howsoever you eat, nothing comes in the body as if somebody else is eating. And the food is also prepared for you very specially, without salt. A lot of drama there about the food. So all I did, and I realized that yes, and after that, I did not cry. After 12 days, when everything was finished, everybody came, and the final worship came when photograph and everybody coming. And at the end, when I went with my sisters to say, I realized, oh, my mother is dead. Before that, I was involved with her, working, and never realized that she is dead because I was involved in rituals in the night, listening voices, sometimes communicating, anything. And that time, when I did final ritual, oh, she is no more. And then I cried. After 12, 13 days, when Masuria ji, you left, no? You came, you left, and you did not even eat prasad. And it was ready as after 1 hour. And then after the prasad was complete, and when we went to offer, people came. And then when I went to do worship, and then I realized, oh, my mother has died. And then I cried. With my full force, I cried. Oh. And then I realized, yes, she's. So this kind of ritualistic support, which is based on psychology, how mind works, and how step by step you can make detached from the deceased world, also can communicate and come to a term. And once in a year, you remember your ancestors with some rituals in Ganga or whatever rituals you do. So this ancestral lineage in this Grihast ashram, like where we're living, producing children, supporting the, not going against it, no? That I will not produce any child, I will not do this, not in negation, but living life in inclusion, accepting everything as a part of play and divine, then this works. And if you have any problem with these ancestors, yes, we have problems because we carry the genes. We are carrying the genes and the temperament from the ancestors. And in this way, yes, you can communicate, psychically influence, and give a peacefulness to your ancestors in this way. So any person communicating after these rituals, you remain always in contact. I was not aware. In Hindu tradition, the person who gives fire, you give fire to the face there after this. The moment you give fire, you can't forget that moment. The person who loved you intensely whole life did everything for you, and you are burning the person. And particularly the face. It's such a shock and this that you cannot forget. And anytime you remember, you are connected. until the person is born. If you have done that rituals. So rituals goes very deep inside, in our motor organs, in psychology. And until the mother is born, I'm connected. Anytime, just remember the moment. In the beginning, it was very tense, like you just remember those, and then communication happening immediately. Even now, if I just remember it, mother is there, until she's born. So this kinds of where we are going into it in a very esoteric path, different religions. I have only experience of Hindu religions and Hindu rituals. Though I have been in Christianity watching these rituals which their priests are doing in where they bury cemetery house, but watching from outside when the priests are trained in a church how to handle the rituals. And Muslim religion, I have no experience of any of this, except just jikr and the Sufis, doing jiks and whirling. When I was living with Sufis, then I followed their methods of meditations, whirling, jikr, and this kind of, and their belief system, the Sufis' belief system, that seeing God as a feminine aspect, seeing God as a feminine aspect, and relation that which you see in Kowali, that God is like a beautiful woman giving wine in the glass, symbolic, metaphorically. That's the divine wine. And that way they represent God also. So only this. In Jewish religion, I don't have experience, except I just joined on their Friday meeting where all Jews coming together and they study scriptures. So some of the rituals, and in their Sabbath day, or I kibbutz experience sharing with people, little bit, not so much. And in Parsi, yes, some of my friends are Parsi. They have different rituals. When the person dies, they have a well where they cut their hands and things and all the body into pieces, one person, and throws for the vultures to eat. So different kinds of rituals I found out, which you can see also. We can have a look with the ChatGPT of different religions. So what I find out as a therapeutic point of view, if person is moving towards the death, then a cleaning, if he has any problem remembering their ancestors, sometimes their ancestors not good. No? Like if we see our family, like my one grandfather, he was drinking alcohol, but their son never touched a single anything intoxication their whole life. So when he died, and I was present in their rituals, so sometimes you may feel, I saw when the priest was saying, oh, he was a great father and this, then I saw a remark going in some people's mind, no, not great. The children are greater than the father in the behavior practice. But this is like this way. But if we can clean up fully, like no grudge to the ancestors, and if there is a grudge, then we must carry that genealogy in us. Otherwise, no. So there may be a way to clear this genetic code and psychic traumas. Yes, please.
What do you think about this tradition of burning the body in Hindu and, for example, in Christianity? Usually they don't burn the body.
Look,
and I think
if
Muslims
body has
also.
experienced the highest experience of consciousness, like enlightened, like suppose and you saw your reality, your real Atma, soul, which has a different identity, and one identity, we are having my name and characters and this body and mother and father. So if you have realized that consciousness, that truth in your body, then your body is not burned. It kept, because it has a communication signal. Your cells has been changed and they are vibrating on the same wavelength. So each cell having a memory of that pulsation, that spanda, which happened when the divine entered in the body. So if that spanda is there in the body, body is not burned. No need to burn the body because you achieve your climax. The final transformation you achieved, after that, no more transformation in this human body. If you have achieved that, then body is not burned. It should be kept alive. And it will have always a link to beyond. You can sit by the side of this place and you can connect with this vibration and you can experience the beyond, the link. The matter carries the link. In normal situation, if the death and like rebirthing is happening, no point to keep the body. It's a Hindu tradition. No point to keep the body because the soul has to go to the next journey. So as fast you can finish it, the process, and make the soul realize that it has to go its path and complete the cycle, not to be attached to the family. It was just a temporary relationship. To make it realize the soul, we have all the rituals. Same thing you do and smash it, break it, keep on doing all rituals opposite way. Smashing it, breaking it, smashing it, breaking it, throwing out of the house, and keep on doing the rituals. And all opposites, all rituals opposites. That you don't want this communication to happen. You want to cut it. So if the normal situation, we go through the rituals, is better to, you are burning the body. And it can be a matter of choice in all different religions. There should be different ethics and different thinking about. I'm just explaining the Hindu thought behind
I think,
the rituals of keeping the body alive or burning the body too.
I think it's also connected with the idea of reincarnation. If usually,
and also we have also one kinds of evolution in the body where the enlightened people body is not found. They disappear directly, either in an idol. They choose an idol, no, like a murti, and to disappear into that. Or they can just choose to disappear just like this, in a mountain, in a cave, in a place where to absorb, the energy will be absorbed around the area. Basically, usually it use cave or one mountain, like Ramana Maharshi was attached to the mountain, Arunachala. So he made his physical body of Arunachala, like 42 kilometers. Like an enlightened person can sit in his positions, and in his psychic body, he can expand his body to 40 kilometers of radius. So in that 40 kilometers of radius, anything happening is happening in his body. And he's noticing that. So anything happening in the radius of 40 kilometers, one enlightened person sitting in samadhi, doing nothing, and sensing what's happening in the environment, in my body. His body is that big. You can make it. It's here in Himalayas, everybody doing it. All masters does the same. Who is the master? Sits there, controls this 40 kilometer of environment. What's happening, what's not happening. He is not seeing, he's sensing. Violence, love, anger. What is happening in the environment? And his body is waving. Oh, violence entering in this area. Oh, compassion entering. Oh, worship entering, no? So he's just sensing the collective environment, and it is one flick and environment change. Violence entered, one flick, violence out. So it's a different way of, so if this kind of people die, we don't burn the body. We keep the body. Create a place, a temple, something.
And you work, and you
worship,
also work.
connect.
You worship the body. Yes.
No, body, samadhi. Body goes
No,
inside.
no. I mean, you worship the body, because in Christianity is very big tradition of worshiping the bones of the saint people.
Yeah,
And
you do whatever, Pavel. It's the way to connect. So rituals are designed according to situation. Where water is flowing a lot, you will use water element to connect. In the desert, when water is not there, you use fire element to connect.
But Egyptians, they have the special rituals
Egyptians
of
fire element. Fire,
but they have these mummies. They preserve the bodies for thousands of years, not
with
to
fire
be
element.
with
Combination
fire.
of elements, you see combination of elements to preserve. They are not preserving the water in the body. They are still preserving the fire and expression of the body.
Expression is, but for me it's more like earth element. They try to create a stone out of the body, and stone will stay forever.
Yeah.
I mean, and
your
they
idea,
create
Pavel, I'm listening.
pyramids.
Many times I'm listening. You are coming to the matter is the building the consciousness is coming. It's there in Hinduism. That's why there is an idol worship. That's the only reason there is idol worship in Hinduism, because consciousness can finally convert to matter, and matter can give birth to consciousness. And that is the radical idea of India, or in Gita and Bhagavad Gita, the matter and spirit, how the world is begin. So your point of view or scientific point of view can function very greatly in research, in proper research, if we believe that matter is giving birth to consciousness. Like the stones and the soul are not two. They can transform into each other. That's the idea of Hinduism behind idol worship. And we have stories about Kabir, didn't find the body, Meera, and Abhinav Gupta's, with all his disciples, nobody found the body, the physical body. So if we can evolve so much technologically, I mean, that we can, like our body can just disappear into the ether, just like this, with all the elements. And no, we don't need any external rituals to bury it or to burn it. That's the best one.
And opposite, now it's they try to create a digital copy of the mind, digital copy of the body, and put it into the crystal of computer crystal, and then transfer it to some other body or preserve this information.
It's a kind of a fiction and kind of also direction of science is going into this direction to make a digital copy, but that's what we cannot make it of the consciousness. We are making it from the memory.
Yes, and the best memory is the genes, the genetic code. It's a very, very small, very small amount of matter, which consists all the information about the body, and also the past of the person, the future. It's all in the genes, but nobody really understands what is genetic code means. It's
me neither, Pavel. Me neither. My experience is also limited. I only know the codes are there, but in a way of my mystical experiences of code, like Pashanti mode, where light and sound transform into each other. No? Light is transforming into sound, and sound is transforming into light, and they both are the same. They are translating into each other. From there, you can only see the codes of your own, which is born. And for others, what it is, we don't know. Your combination, I don't know. I know only my combination. of that body which is directly linked with God. Like immediate communication beyond and this body and then this body. This our intelligence and whatever we possess, our intelligence, our ego, our mind, our body, which we say ours. So this ours and that which is beyond. So if you sublimate, so that genetic code which you are saying, that genetic code which is responsible for maybe thousands of lives to continue, that code, yes, you can find out. After that, I don't know what. After that, there are only 3 destinations. At the time of death, you extract all this energy into your codes and just leave the body from the central vein, from that passage. Or you can burn the Kundalini fully, and there is no way of any Kundalini in your body. In that case, these codes are dispersed. It's the only possibility, you just evaporate. Because there is no way where the prana will move. You have infused the prana with every cells of the body. Now the death means complete evaporation, otherwise you won't die. So in a way, if you want to deny death and go beyond it, this is the only way. Infusing the soul into every cell. After that, either if the soul will leave, body will also disappear with the same code, and they will disintegrate forever. Or, so there are three ways. After the death, your body should be buried. In Hindu mythology, it should be buried only and only when you are in a sannyas parampara, like not in a household parampara. You have sannyas and you have attained samadhi. Then your body is preserved. Otherwise, either is thrown in Ganga, in water, or burned out. But therapeutic point of view, if anybody coming to our community in Cyprus, which we are building up, Opals, or even if we are giving online consultation and solution, we should keep in the mind of the person before death, where the person is clean with ancestors or not. A gratitude and a sense of protection, and all conflict resolved. Then death is a peaceful journey and can make a choice. If there is something conflict, the person will fall back to the same conflict after death and live whole life, whole time invest into that thought and ideas. And mind will be balancing that. So better be balanced before. Same like before sleep. If there is a confusion in your mind, whole night you will be remaining into that confusion and dreaming about that subject. If you clean it before sleep, you sleep very nice, sound sleep.
And from my experience, I spoke with few old people. They start complaining about their life, but when I ask them how you feel about your next life, they always became almost silent and try to see the future. And this is the nice practice to relax the mind, to move the attention point from present to the future. And of course, it's connected with reincarnation belief, because if the person is not believing in reincarnation, it's very difficult to discuss with him the idea of the next life.
But yeah, but you can discuss heaven and hell. With
yes.
This person who doesn't believe in incarnation, person might be believing in heaven and hell.
Yes, but okay, I don't have experience discussing heaven and hell, how it's, but every people hoping to go to heaven, but but the next life is not in heaven, not in hell.
Yeah.
It's
coming, going to heaven or hell, and again coming back.
Yes, and from your experience, the next lives. So I hear that some people can see the past life and of course and the next life as well. So is it some kind of practices to program next life?
Yeah, it's a very simple practice. If you are interested to see future life or you are interested to see past life, very simple training the mind, technical practice. Training the mind. It depends which way you want. Buddhist and Jaini, they go towards the past, not towards the future.
And who is going to be to the future?
Future is going people, yes, people like visionary people who wants to make a difference in the world, do something. They train their mind to the futuristic way, and it's a very simple way. Like anytime you can, suppose you want to go to see the past and train the mind. So anytime when you get the time, suppose it's the time, you have to be with the time, no? Always be the time, so you have a sense of time when you are moving towards the past. It's 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, how many years, no? In relation to that. So you need to be with the time. So it's the time is 10:37. So if I close the eyes 10:37, exactly I have to go back what I did 10:36, 10:35, 10:34, 10:33, like this, rewinding the tape backward of memory. So if you keep on giving this, mind gets the program. Mind is you have to give a pattern. To see the past or to see the future, you need to create a pattern. An algorithm to the mind. You have to give an algorithm, that's a pattern, to look into that and go to that specific point. So you keep on training backward movements. Like in the night when you go to sleep, you go opposite. Just before sleep, what you did, you go to washroom. Before going to washroom, what you did, oh, you come back from the office. Before that, you were parking the car. Before that, you were driving. Before that, it was the office was closing, you were locking the door. Before that, you were working. Before that, coming in the morning, 9 o'clock, you come in the office. Before that, you were still at the home and you wake up and you go to sleep. So you linked backward. Your tape is now whole night, your mind will be rewinding back and finding index system of memory if something coming from the past. This way, this is more practiced in ancient religions of which is based on Buddhism and Jainism, basically. They are working in this direction.
Future,
same way. You take a point, like this is started 10 o'clock. So I close the eyes 10 o'clock. What happened? Oh, this Pavel was not there. I said, where is Pavel? Pavel is there. Then the next moment I initiated the talk. I started to put in this. I asked this question. Slowly, I'm coming back to 10:39. And if I keep my eyes closed, then this future, now what next? Saturday, 10 a.m., what's going to happen? That's, no, I linked it. So it's training the mind. It should work, remember, years. Don't, like, if you just want to taste something in few days intensely, but permanently, you should think of follow the path. Which one? You can't train the mind both the ways at the same time, no? So first, if you train the mind towards the past, few years you have to be in the past way. And keep on training the mind.
Yesterday I saw the interview with Elon Musk on the World Economic Forum. I will post on the group. And he's got very clear picture of the future. And somebody asked him, did you saw the aliens when you and he said, I'm alien. and his idea is to die in Mars.
It could be. It's not only his idea, but all the scientists' idea. Finally, all the people who are rich and who have money, they have nothing to entertain. Seeing the world, they know that we can't solve the poverty. not the problem of religion. Nothing we can solve the politics, and the war is inevitable. They can see it very easily with them. So they are not interested. For them, only interest is somewhere beyond this planet. So finally, if you have all the money, you will put in a spaceship and gather all the knowledge what you can gather from here. And a village will fly, a city will fly to unknown destination.
But also his main idea about the life in this planet is to create a communism. I mean, the robots will do all the job, and the people will relax and enjoy the life.
People don't know how to relax. If people know how to relax, and they can, everybody will be sitting and lighting. This is a great problem. Relax, giving you a timing, you become self-destructive. Don't you understand? If a person, a human mind, giving resources freely to eat can become self-destructive and become fully jumbo-dumb in intelligence. Our initial intelligence wake up with the instinct that hunger, thirst, and sex and desire to hold. First time mind starts to create a strategy, how to have it. Defense mechanism, an idea of the I, how much and how I can have sex, how I can have food, how and where I will sleep. So all this instinct, which is really needed for the body to preserve, that's are the basic motivation to learn. That's where the learning begins of the self. Who am I and why I'm doing, in what conditions I'm doing this. That's where an animal wakes up. Animus, this is animus. From this animus, we bring awareness and become human. And then we say, oh, you are human, means there are more possibility of evolution. Then keep on moving toward, after these instincts are tamed, then need arises of pure love, compassion, qualities, peace. The greater qualities starts attraction to human. After becoming human, human is not satisfied, continuously struggling with his instinct. So he said, what? There is a permanent way? Yes, evolve. Evolve, more work, and see. And then person comes to a spiritual realm and finds, oh, I have some more identities. There are more subtle bodies than this, which are living. And that's where religion begins. Exactly at that point, religion enters. Yes, we know what will happen. Where in heaven, how many heavens, how many hells, how many births, how many deaths. That's where religion is entering. If we enter consciously here, all the hullabaloo of religion will dissolve and the conflict. And we can come to a sanity point of logical, look, there are only three possibilities after death. Either you go to heaven and hell, or you go for a while heaven and hell and go to next birth, or you will just evaporate just like this forever. And you are free to incarnate at any planet anywhere. With these codes, which is beyond 5 elements, like even the fire and even the ether, even water, none of the elements can disintegrate it, can destroy it. So once you know this, you are a different person, and the whole cosmos is your choice. Wherever Elon Musk will go, first create situation, you incarnate there. First do your job. When you find the planet, everything fine, I will look, oh, nice place. I will come. I will incarnate.
And this is there is a practice of creation, the garden of your soul, the best place for your soul, where your soul is living. It's some kind of it's like mainly like in the Muslim tradition. It's like
no,
heaven.
It's not like this.
Your personal heaven. Personal heaven.
It's an order. It's an order. This universe is not a chaos. And just like we don't have freedom to change our political boundaries anytime, anybody can change. No, you have a power, but there is a system to proceed forward it. No arbitrary freedom. So here also no arbitrary freedom. is under one soul living thousands of souls in his body. In that soul living different. So there is a hierarchical system. And that's how liberation takes place. One enlightened person dies with his divine body, and he infuses his love to his disciples. Disciples get connected through love to his body, and one person going beyond, and all disciples with this love hooking on to him, moving towards that. One person liberates millions. Even one person has experience. And it's always everything under discipline, no arbitrary rule here. So you need to see the hierarchy. Like same way, one under many, like this it goes. And one person takes the lead who has gone to beyond link. He holds on to the link, and all others, when he dies, sublimating, he is dying, and all others behind him dying. That's the course.
And it also can be opposite. I mean, the enlightened person will go up last.
That's Amitabh Buddha thinks. Yeah,
yes.
You can say this person can have compassion and say, I will send them all, and then I will go. That's a human idea that if this kind of God will be, how good will be for us? If the God is like this, that he is our servant, he is sitting and standing, oh, this kind of God I love to worship. This kind of compassion I want. It's our desire we create God. The qualities in God is our desire. We need that to relax. Oh, this kind of God I can easily relax, worship, trust, and surrender. If he has that much compassion. And I have assurance, I will cross the samsara. Mythology is our need.
And can we also discuss this, because Amrit, it's immortality, but Amrita, it's some kind of liquid. I mean, the water element consists
No, it's something. The same grammar, Pavel. If you read Sanskrit, Amrit, Amrita. The Amrit means nectar, and Amrita is who is carrying that nectar.
Yes, the nectar. Person. What is inside of this nectar? What is inside of this nectar? What is components of this nectar?
Nourishment. Nourishment. Love.
Nourishment is the function.
No, nourishment is the feeling. Like your mother loved you. So in that, when she touches you, what you feel? A nourishment. An unconditional nourishment for you, for your health, for your well-being, for your goodness, everything there in the touch. The prominent quality is nourishment.
But the gods, they produce, in this mythology, they produce Amrita out of ocean, and it was also some poison coming, and then coming some Amrita, and so it's a not easy process.
I don't want to decipher this, go into this mythology and sequence. I don't want to put my logical mind, I will go mad. So whatever the sequence, howsoever Amrita exists, it doesn't exist in this ocean, neither with this, neither with that. It exists inside. And you need to churn. With the two qualities, you have divine qualities and you have devil qualities. They will churn the mountain of your own backbone, which is the mountain. All these 32 beads. And they will churn, two qualities will churn and produce a lot of nonsense. Good and bad, both. In that way, you would like to see it. Any mythology objective, I would like to make it subjective. Rather than hitting my head to prove that it's objectively true. No way. No way, except to believe in children comics. So becoming rational I would like to internalize all the rituals inside so the proper guidance can be given. If we involve in these conjectures of mythology, everybody will be confused. Well, we keep the mythology and make it subjective learning. In what way it can help us to get the nectar. And we can see, yeah, if we churn, we get good and bad, all kinds of things. And if the nectar will come, the devil in you will be the first to drink it. If you find the nectar, be aware, devil in you will be the first to be immortal. Divine don't care about immortality. It's the devil which is caring a lot about, because he is insecure about his power. So because of the insecurity of his power, he needs nectar to govern. The divine is relaxed with his power. He's already got it. He already have it. He's not hankering for Amrit.
And but opposite from Amrit is poison.
Poison.
And maybe better first to produce poison to
Anyway,
kill the
you will
devil,
need first poison.
To kill the devil, and then
even in the Kundalini process of seeing the anatomy, spiritual anatomy of the physical body of the human, with all the joints, you already know that the first joints is from a mineral kingdom connecting to the plant, ankle joint. And then connecting this plant kingdom to the animal kingdom, the knee joint. And then this human animal is connecting to human is the waist joint, lower back. And then it's coming up to the neck point where the human is becoming divine, the last lock, throat. And that's the whole poison here must be digested. Otherwise, you can't fly forward. And then last comes the cervical, the medulla, which is your connection from human to divine. And from divine beyond, on the top. So these are the spiritual anatomy way. Anyway, if you don't know how to digest poison in your own body, you can't go forward. Amrit bija is not. Amrit bija is up.
So up. It's coming from up down.
Yeah, coming from up. So poison. Here, everyone has to deal. You have to digest all your poison. And that's in the throat. Vishuddhi chakra, 16 bija mantra, and the seed mantra is Shakti bija, hum, ha, ha, merging into hum. Ha. Ha is the Shakti bija, power. Power coming from ha. They're dissolving the Shakti, worship of Shakti. So either you ha, ha, he, hu, he, hai, ho, ha, hung, ha. 16 variation, ri, 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 ri. 16 variation of the Shakti combining and expressing itself. Sufis can go who, Allahu, Allahu, Allahu. They go with who. Osho also took who. Too much power. Bada u, big u. Shakti. You are hitting the Shakti with full force. Who?
But what can be the sound of Amrita? Hum or
Amrit bija, they call it Hrim, Prana, Tantric Prana, Ha, Ra, big E, and Ma. Ha, half R, full E, 1, 2, 4, half R, full E, Ma. 3 letters, 1, 2, 3, 4. Matras, no? We count the dots, matras. So ha, half ra, big E, 1, 1.5, 2.5, 3 letters. 3 units. So Hrim is the prana mantra. Sa, also Amrit bija. But main is ha, sound of ha, ha. You can explore ha in 16 variations. It religion, Allah, No? So see the primal sound. We don't have so many primal sound. O, L, R, H, or Ma. All religion will create their bija mantra combining these sounds. Hallelujah. Allah, 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 Ha. And you don't have in the sequence the primal sounds O, Ha, Ma, Ra, La. 5. All the bija, the seed code, if you want to make at the name of God, the seed code is like Allah, Allahu, Allaham, Hum, Rim. Sa is also a sound. I forgot. Sa, the primal sound. A, Ma, A, Ra, Ma, La, Sa, Ha. 6 sounds, very primal. That the basic mantra begins from the name of God, combination of this. Ram, Ram. This Indian takes expansions of Ra, Ram, the name of God. This fire element, taking the fire element of expansion, Ram, Ram, never, exploring the creative force, Ram, and merging creative force, expansion, and merging into the world. No, creative expansion, Ram, which is the root used is Ram. The mantra is Ram at the center, Ram. So if you want to explore, you will see or religion, see the combination of these words coming at the name of God. Very primal sound a child produces.
And the basic Muladhara mantra is Lam.
Lam, yeah. Yeah, if Hindu will say, Hindu say Allaham, they will change the mantra. Like Allah, this Muslim will say Allah, but Hindu will not say. He'll say Allaham.
But
Same
Yam,
thing, they will change.
Yam,
Hum.
the heart mantra, Yam. It's Yam. Yam.
In Kundalini, the basic mantra look La, Ra.
Lam, Hum, Wam, Ram, like this.
Yeah, so these are the basic sounds. If you begin from down, La, Wa, Ra, Ya, Ha. Yara, Lava. Like this last syllables of Sanskrit letters, last line, Ya, Ra, La, Wa. Sa, Sha, Sha, Ha. The last where the letters are ending. So all last there in the Kundalini.
But for Amrita, we need the main sound is Hrim. So
One,
look like
one. But in Amrit Bija, you can combine all these six, seven words combined together. You can create your own mantra of God. Like if you go with the sequence, see the mantra will be Amara, Amara, La, Saha.
and this Soham
Saha will come at the last. At the last will come Saha. So you can remove all and just take Saha. So hum, sa hum, like this way. Sa and ha combination with the breath. Ha and sa, combination of the sound of breath is only ha and sa, which breath is producing if it is touching your body. So the sound produced sa and ha, you can also use. So these are very basic primal seeds of sounds you can see, and psychologically, whether you go in heaven, whether you go in hell, or whether you reincarnate and whether you live, a respect to lineage and ancestors has been found in the people like this. divine people. Well, some radical like Buddha doesn't have, is instigating a new religion. So there is no lineage behind. Osho, beginning, no lineage behind. J. Krishnamurti, beginning, no lineage behind. And but these people have problem continuing further.
And one question about this immortal people, people who live a long life. I mean, you mentioned some, okay, like Osho, their life is not so long, but there are in Indian tradition, I think, people who say that they live 200 years, 300
if you take
years.
too much risk on the body, too much birth. Vivekananda, 34, if you do too much, exhaust your reservoir of your causal body and work a lot in a small, like want to influence too intensely. Osho wanted to influence everything in his life to change. He could just waited in, he was a pioneer of information, is he already bombarded with information. Technology was coming. So if you could just wait 10 years, all information was at one place, information, then you would have entered into the age of wisdom and burn all his books of informations and come to the wisdom point of view where you talk little, understand more. This is the time of age of wisdom, not ChatGPT, no? Informations. In all the information, if you can understand 1-2 words, enough. The essential. So now is the time to understand in essence, not in details. Details, information, era already gone. 2/3 of the population will live in age of information. 1/3 has to shift to wisdom, and 2% has to really be wise. That's the grammar of evolution. That's how people are being led. So we can't expect so much. 2% people can live in the age of wisdom, and we lead all these people. And if they will leave it, don't take responsibility and fly to another planet. This planet is anyway destroyed. Or for the God's sake, the sooner they leave, so some people who have intelligence can make this earth green and heaven. Better you go. If you don't believe that you can turn this earth as a heaven, sooner you leave, better. Because you are already sucking all the resources of this planet. You are hopeless. So you will no way thinking of bringing anything good here. If you are bringing anything, it's a mechanistic solutions, like all the humans will be ruled by robot, not supported, ruled by a robot, and that can be controlled from somewhere in the beyond. Over that, one ship can control all the technology here, and robot and command, and AI will rule the whole human, and human will be there, nothing to do. In that situation, it's only be fight, nothing else. Because nobody knows how to be blissful doing nothing. That's a great learning religion has to teach. Be blissful without any reason. Just with the natural resources of sun, wind, and water. Enjoy the elements and be blissful. It's teaching not there. If this teaching is not there, that means only violence will emerge out of idleness or suicidal tendencies. So in this way, these people, throw them right now because they are just sucking the resources. Suckers. Throw them right now, go today. Leave this planet, we will be happy with this mentality. This planet belongs to us, we will make it a heaven. If anybody agree, be with us. Anybody wants to go right now. And don't give them a single penny. Or give them all and live fast, so that we can use the resources again back to make this world heaven. Two choices. I'm agreeing both. I have no problem flying with Elon Musk to some other planet, but I have also no problem living here, and I can see we can change it. And they will be better in bliss than in this aeroplane, which will be flying to another fully insecure. Everybody is just waiting for death, nothing else.
Our job is to create Amrit, the fabric of Amrit.
We will create Pulse of Wisdom, Cyprus, one initiation, one initiative. A small place we have to create. That's a small place, a model. World can follow after that. One model is the one model. 100 people, that's enough. 200 people, that's enough. One model. Just need. Anytime you have to do first thing, first time, no? After that, everybody say, oh, it's very easy, I can do it. The first is the challenge. Who will do it? Once you do, I already know these things, nothing great, I can also do it. Immediately, China will copy. China is first to copy before you implement. So see you next and find out the point. This is the vital point to look into the psychology, into the self, and it's the great point of therapy. And its influences in encountering death, how peaceful or how anxiety and how confident we will be. No? Lineage, same in the sannyasins, it's a lineage. And for our householders, like ancestors, your father, forefathers. In sannyasi, guru, then that guru, then that guru, then that guru, then Adi Guru. From Adi Guru, Shankara, and the lineage.
Okay.
So, see you again next, tomorrow to Pavel Sunday, and next Saturday. Find out in the discussion, find out one vital point, no? And around that, informations and contemplation and understanding. But one word, no? Reverence to ancestors. Find out something more needed.